Former world light heavyweight boxing champion and Olympian Montell Ice Griffin has a new book out about his life. It is titled, what else? The Ice Life. That's a great title. It is a pleasure to bring in my buddy, Ice Griffin. Hey, Montell, there's the book. Tell me, why did you decide to write a book and why now?
Well, over the years, I've been in boxing my whole life. My mother had put together an autograph book for me with all my pictures and everything. And of course, the most important pictures was the ones with me and Muhammad Ali. And I just used to look at people's reaction when they saw the pictures. You could have a picture of somebody that, oh, you met them, that's nice. But when they just seen countless pictures and over and over that, I spent a lot of, me and my father spent so much time with them that it started back then when I was like a kid. They was like, man, you need to write a book about your life. And of course, I didn't think about it till and I moved back to Chicago 05, '06. I started working downtown. He was actually a client of mine, a guy who I trained, who ended up hiring me to work in his office.
Mm-hmm.
So he hired me to do nothing. So I made no real talk. He hired. I used to do little runs and errands and just little silly stuff, but basically it was just love. So I,
Mm-hmm.
I had too much time on hand. In '06, I started writing a book, and I wrote halfway. I was halfway done with it, and I got frustrated because I couldn't get nobody, no publishers and that. So I stopped. And over the years, people just like, man, what's up? And then as time went by, most stories started coming and everything. And they was like, man, you got to.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just
You wrote the book.
I wrote the book and I
Yeah.
found a publisher and I got it done.
Well, I know you're in the gym right now. You hit a bell in the
Yeah, I'm
background.
gonna turn on
Yeah,
right now.
and
So my
and
man
that's
get ready.
okay. I know you're in the gym, and that's what you're supposed to be. You're in the
Right,
gym. Now, you wrote the book. A lot of people don't realize that you got into boxing at a young age because of your father, correct?
right. My father brought my brother Tim in the gym to teach him self defense. He fell in love with the game and ended up buying the gym from Johnny Coulon, who was a bantamweight champion from Canada, but he resided in Chicago. And I was going to the gym at two. I remember going to the gym at 2, 3 years old. I remember seeing Johnny Coulon. I remember seeing his wife. And over the years, what I'm saying, I started boxing and I met Muhammad Ali at 5 years old, and I spent so much. I spent a lot of time with him from 5 to 13. My father passed away in '83, and my mother made me quit boxing, so I just got out the sport completely for 8 years.
What was it like to have that special relationship with Muhammad Ali?
It was great. I mean, seeing this guy on TV and seeing how people who they love this guy, and I was with this guy on a regular basis, and it was just one of the greatest experiences of my life. I went to his house 1,000 times. I went out to Deer Lake, Pennsylvania, his boxing camp, where it was Muhammad Ali, Tony Tucker. I'm sorry, Tony Tubbs, Larry Holmes, Jimmy Ellis. It was
Wow.
all these champs. I dealt with these guys on a daily basis, and I don't know, maybe it just rubbed off on me. I don't know.
I think people also have to remember that your dad trained Muhammad Ali.
Well, I just say he helped Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali lived in Hyde Park. My father's gym was 63rd and University, which was 10 minutes from his house. So whenever he was in town, he came by and trained in the gym. So, and
Mhm.
my father helped him out. He brought sparring partners when he fought Ernie Shavers and Leon Spinks. So, like I said, it was just a great experience and just being able to be around him and different
Mhm.
things.
You've had such a wonderful life, and I know you talked about it in your book. You were the world's light heavyweight champion. What was that like? Because that doesn't happen every day.
I mean, well, the second James Tony fight was a WU world title, which is a world title, but of course it wasn't that big. So that was pretty big. But then when I fought Roy, it was cool. I never really wanted to win by disqualification because I was beating him fair and square. So I think he got a little frustrated, and things happened the way they did, and it's a pass. It's over now, but I could go down in history as being an Olympian and a world champion out of Chicago. So I think I'm a very decorated guy, but I just never got the love from Chicago I should have got.
Yeah, I think you deserve more love. And you don't want to talk about it a lot, but you beat Roy Jones Jr. I mean, that
I
doesn't
mean,
happen. He's one of the greatest of all time, and you beat him.
Well, I beat James Tony and Roy Jones back to back, which is awesome. It's
Mhm.
a hell of a feat. Two Hall of Famers, and like I said, I just don't get my just due.
Right. Now, I see all your belts in the gym behind you. Now that really must make you feel great that you have all these belts in the gym that you own and work out in, and people can come by when they work out in your gym and see that, hey, no, I'm the real deal.
Right. I mean, this shows. I mean, it's not too many gyms in the city where the owner is a world champion, a former world champion, or a great fighter. So, I mean, it's good to have that behind my back. I have a lot of knowledge. I've been in this game. I'm 50 years old. I've been in the game 48 years.
Mhm.
I missed 8 years, but starting off in 73 to 2020, what I'm saying? It's 47, 48 years. So it is.
Hey, let me go back to the Olympics.
Yeah.
You in the Olympic trials, you win, you qualify for the Olympics. You make the Olympic team. You're in the Olympics. You're boxing. You're killing your opponent. You're crushing them. You win the fight, but as the Olympics are known to do, they cheat you and they give your points to your opponent. What the
Yeah.
hell is that about?
I lost. I lost in the quarterfinals against the eventual gold medalist Torsten Mai, and they gave him 4 points. I lost 6-4, and they gave him 4 points. So
Right.
I hit him, and they gave him the point. And then I cut his eye open. They didn't stop the fight. And with 46 seconds to go, they took 3 points from me because they said my head was low. But he was 6'5" and I'm 5'7". So, I mean, to this day, it still bothers me that I don't have a medal. I beat the gold medalist. I beat the silver medalist a month before the Olympics and still don't have a medal to show my children. So, yeah, it bothers me to this day.
I mean, everybody knows that the Olympics have a reputation for being cheaters and crooks. If this isn't being cheated out of a medal, I don't know what is. That they give him your points so he can win. That's
Gave him my
ridiculous.
points. I cut his eye open. I've seen amateur fights get stopped by a bloody nose. So, for this man, real talk, seriously, for this man to be cut over his eye, bleeding like a pig, and they let him fight in a tournament with a patch over his eye, which is another
Mhm.
no. But and the fight is nowhere to be seen. It's like it's taken off the universe. YouTube. I mean, I can't find nobody with the fight because they know what happened. They know they robbed me.
Yeah.
They know they stabbed me in the back. But it just something else I got to deal with in my life.
Did that experience of being robbed of a medal make you a stronger person?
Uh, I can't really say it. I think I was strong enough to make it in life and be successful. It just made me bitter, and it made me just like my life. I mean, my life not complete because I don't have my gold medal, and
Mhm.
it bothers me. So it is what it is.
Yeah, but that was unbelievable that they just literally took that medal from you. That was the biggest ripoff in the Olympics since the 72 basketball Olympic team. But that's what the Olympics are known for, being
Well,
cheats.
Roy Jones got robbed. Vander Holyfield got robbed. There's a few guys, but see, they fights was either championship fights or silver medal fights. Mine was a
Mhm.
quarterfinal fight, so too many people didn't see it or pay attention to it. But they knew what I brought to the table because they actually another thing they did they changed the bracket. I supposed to fought the Cuban first. If you listen,
Mhm.
my second fight at the Olympics is on YouTube. If you listen to them talking, they saying the Cuban national team had a guy taping me because I was gonna fight the Cuban next, and they switched it around so they could try to get me out, to get me out the way. So I ended up fighting
Right.
Torsten before I was supposed to. I beat them fair and square. They robbed me. It is what it is, but like I said, I've
Mhm.
been dealing with this my whole life.
Well, it's still an unbelievable story. Hey,
Yeah.
tell me about your gym and the fighters that you're working with now.
Well, it'll be in December. It'll be 3 years since I had the gym. It's going very well. I have after school matters. I have nonprofit. I have youth classes. I'm doing a lot to give back to the kids. But as far as the fighters, I got Anton Cobb. He's getting ready to turn pro. We got Nick Asbury with 10 pro fights. Shondell,
Mhm.
we just came back from London. Lost a tough fight, but so I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to make a difference in this sport, and I'm just trying to give back.
Right. And the one good thing is your gym is in the community. You don't have to go out to the suburbs to work out. You can be right in the city, correct?
Yeah, I'm in South Loop, Lacuna Lost, where they have Nine Mag, where they do black ink. So
Mhm.
I'm here. I'm in a good building. There's a lot of the most positive thing about this building is I love how so many black businesses in this building, and you know what I'm saying they letting some guys that look like me, come in and do business and make money.
Mhm. Let me put this tough question to you. A lot of youngsters have adversity, especially now. There was no graduations, football's canceled. You got robbed of an Olympic medal. What advice would you give to youngsters today that's going through adversity?
Can't give up. No matter what happened in life, you can't give up. I think life gives you things and obstacles for you can conquer to make you strong and to be successful and move on. I don't know nobody who just it's a few people who just was given everything to, but what I'm saying, a lot of people just had to fight and go through a lot of things, and on the outside they smiling and looking good, but what I'm saying, we go through a lot of mental and physical uh obstacles in our life. You
And
just got
don't give up.
can't give up, man. You can't. If you give up, man, it's too easy to give up. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Anything worth having is hard. So if it's easy, it ain't worth it.
Okay. Before I ask you how we can find your book, let me ask you one final question. And it's a question that we always argue about. You still don't think Bill Walton's a Hall of Famer?
Man, I'm not taking nothing away from Bill Hall. Bill, I'm not. A lot of The fun thing I tell everybody, man, do not take Facebook serious. I don't. I don't. It's a joke to me. I say a lot of stuff. I get on people's feelings and skin and everything. I just be playing around, man. I don't take none of that stuff serious, man. Bill Walton, two-time college champion. He won the NBA title with the Portland
And
Trailblazers,
Boston.
and
And
Boston
Boston.
as a sixth man coming off the bench.
Yes.
So that's arguably one of the greatest teams in history. They went 41 at home. So I don't take nothing away from them. They had five Hall of Famers on that team. So you can't
Yeah.
take nothing away from the guys.
Yeah, for people that don't know, Ice and I, we always argue basketball. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
it's a lot of fun.
yeah. I just be talking, man.
Hey, now
I
tell me
respect
real
all of them.
quickly, where can we find this book?
TheIceLifeBook.com. That's my website. TheIceLifeBook.com. You go on our site, order the book, and you shipping them out. Everybody getting theirs now. Like I told her, my thing was once everybody get the book and start reading it and seeing things, I think a lot of stuff gonna come out then. I've got a lot of people text me and say how great it was or put it on Facebook. So I'm just showing everybody, and we're trying to just get it out there. Like I said, I'm not the greatest fighter ever. I don't have the best life ever, but my life is just crazy. Just to read all the things I went through, is my life was like a roller coaster, man. I was always on a ride.
Mhm.
It's just, what I'm saying. I think it's worth. Uh, I see if the right people read it, I see myself. I see myself as being a life story, making a movie about my.
Okay.
I really
Well,
believe that.
okay. Hey, if they do, can I get a part?
Yeah, I got you. Kenny McReynolds, BMX Sports.
And on that, Ice, we'll end it. Hey, everybody, go get the book. Ice, hey, thank you so much. There's
Thank
the
you. I
book.
appreciate it.
There it is.
TheIceLifeBook.com. TheIceLifeBook.com. That's my website. Go on there, get the book, man. I promise you will enjoy it.
All right. Hey, Ice, thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you too, and I'm gonna make sure you get your copy too, brother. I got you.
Okay.
Much respect.
Okay.
All right, my man. Much respect.